あ、こんばんは、皆さん、レクサでございます。今日の23時20分から、ガワニさんとアトランタ・ファルコンズの試合の予定なので、頑張ってまたトレーニングのところです。あかん。やべえ。お、大丈夫。これが次出る。やめ。これさりげなく、インターの練習なのに投げてくれるからね。完全にぴったり使ったら投げてくれないからね。投げてくれるようにある程度は話して、こうやってついてると投げてくれないから。でかい。これがね、ちょっと旧来の作品より難しい組だったんだよな。ほら、本当にできたわ。ありがとう。終わるの待ちます。必ずね、フラゴールド取るようにしましょうって話ですね。で、ウィークリーストラテジーね、なんか、木曜になったとしても、サーズデーゲームだとしても、なんか、コンピューターに任せてやるべきって話を聞いて、キープパッドでやってるの大丈夫らしいですね。これはね、5回かける1通れば大丈夫なんで、3000ポイントとかから、最後にこう、めんどくせえから入んなかったと。はい、昇格の話。何やかな。23時半キックオフにしましょうという話になりまして、あと8分か。はい。 かんてー、あかんてー。次やれば OK か。嘘だろ、今できたと思ったんだよな。ちょっと離して投げさせるっていうね。行き過ぎてます。うわ、最悪。バック。これ3000のから足りるか。投げろ。投げてくんねとは。そうに急いでんのにな。あと5分。焦るとこうやってね。失敗しちゃうんですよね。焦ると。いいよ。4回タッチダウン取られても。それ怖いな。まだこれだったね。で、あとは、レシ、OL。3分か。まず。レシ、OL 大体の。これはね、こうやって、ダメ、ミスってるよ。最初はこの倍率を上げていくだけでいいです。5、6倍の時の時に。こうやって400を取れば、もうそれで OK。6倍。はい、ここら辺に400取りに行くか。あ、まあ50点もいい。50でもいいな。はい、OK。クリア。間違えた。違うもん出しちゃった。あんまり。ガーシャに連絡しとくか。間に合ってねです。これはね、OL のブレ、 ブレイクアウトでは実質ないんで、トレーニングに OL のこのウィークリーストラテジーやって、ワンチャン昇格するのを狙うのはありどころじゃないぐらいにある。あかん、終わった。あ、でも2万だから。はい、間に合った。よし、オッケー。一発でいった。あれ、これ、声入ってんのかな？入ってると信じましょう。声入ってるかどうか教えてほしいな。見てる人。最初に失敗するの OK なんだけど。ガワリさん、ちょっと読んでくれよ、文章。レシキャッチはね、バツキャッチで全部やっちゃえばいいっす。で、ダブルムーブがマスターね、マンツだし。こんな感じで。はい、OK です。これ入ってるかな？これ入ってるかな？難しいんだな。で、サーズデーだけど、今作はフルパッドでいいらしいので、このままいきますかね。そういくしかないよな。締めるゲーム。いつも終わってる。よし。35分キックオフになりました。あ、そうだ。ディスコードに通知しとかないと。アウトが、ホワイトヘアと、ヘアだけ書きましょう。OK。で、あと2分時間できたな。よし、ちょっとアップデート見ておくか。僕の場合は、ちょっとこう、能力値の絡みで、レベルアップが、ちょっと取っときたいなみたいなやつは、こういうふうに、コイン貯めてたりします。いやいや、リアビアも、あと1ポイントでスキル来るんでね。お、カライジャキャンシー、いいね、いいね。あと4ポイントか。レベル上げてほしいなって思ってる選手ほど逆に上げない方が個人的にはいいかなと思ってて、上げると、この レベルアップに必要な XP の量が増えちゃうんですよね。600ポイントぐらいとか。そうなると、もう逆に必要なポイントまでは、例えばこのパリッシュなんかそうなんだけど、83で1増えた84。まあもう1増やせば85でスキルがもう1個あるから、85にはもう1スキルポイント貯まる分までは、レベル上げないでいこうみたいなふうに思ってたりします。イブカはもう同じで、イブカは多分スタッツ昇格するので、このプレイメーカー90を目指してますと。なので、もう一個レベルが上がるまでは、ますという感じです。タイキー・スミスは別に上げてもいいんだけどね。まあ、今でもそこそこ活躍してるから、ちょっとこのままいこうかなみたいな感じですね。深い意味はないです。で、返した。相手はガーニさんなんでね、オフェンスを止められるかどうかが大きいかもしれない。よし。行くぞー。手探りーぐの試合実況しながらやるのは初めてなんだけど、それもちょっと手震えるんだよな。
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Tonight, week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
全員ブロックはピックの X ビデオーズのピンチですね。まあ、どういうプレーでかしてきましたけど。
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Kings! Hey, alert! Alert! 180! What's up?
Baker going to throw this right away. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa. 2nd and 10.
Regular. 180.
Now Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Just incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. This is certainly not what this offense wants to see. That's Chris Godwin shaken up following that last play. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Back-to-back receptions for
him.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet. As they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Run. Kings. Watch out.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And quick throw here. That's complete. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal and a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Regular. Start.
Mayfield.
One thing that
you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Point it right. Good. Watch out.
Mayfield off the play. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. James Pierce just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Evans has it left side. And he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Able to slither by. Looking to put a drive together. Now Penix. And he takes a shot. Release as this will be incomplete. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just...
最悪マジかよ。なんでだよ今の。
But not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we called the tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now you want receivers to get involved as this game goes on.
This defense for the Buccaneers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. People understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To the air, Penix.
Okay.
Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard, 8-yard return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. As mentioned, this is one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts? Mike Evans, he's going to go. Now inside the 25. Mike Evans, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0.
よし、これで1個目のラッキータッチダウンの次のこの今のしっかり読んでるタッチダウンを
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
あ、ゼロだったよな。ちょっとっけ
And he'll go down as this drive
自分のチャンネルを同時に見てるんですけどカバンだけどこれ多分オーディオ変えてんな。マジして飲みます。
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. You say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there, you don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game
これが
plan
ね、
is
多
going to
分
be a little more
これ見せプレイでもう一個かなんかあるん
So
ですよ。
that's when you just appeal to your top
そっちの方
players.
詳しく例があってるでしょ。
You make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. And looking to throw, Penix.
マジか
This one into the hands of Pitts.
すごいな今。
Big strides, look at him go. And he is
俺だな。俺に行かなきゃいけないんだ。
touchdown. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that one makes it
そうだな、今の俺が。 うん、やっぱりあの守り方の人いいな。
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. A dangerous return man showing it here.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
なんかな。さっき飛ばないんじゃないと思うんだ
The
よ。
Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy
バグって
after
違う
that
プレー
one.
に行くやつ。そういうの実質オールプレーの方難しいのね。
Hey, alert 33. 180. Real. What's up?
Mayfield down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Regular, back, King.
And again, it's Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a first and 10.
On first and 10, here's Irving. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. A quick throw caught by Evans out low. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
180. Regular.
Here's Mayfield.
Going
for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it here at the
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path.
Nice.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the shotgun, it's Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts.
Only
2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
Just a 2-yard return following a punt of 48. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, they lose it by 1 score. They'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Mayfield looks to throw.
嘘だろ。今なんで俺上げちゃったんだろうな。あ、でした。
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified. I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And complete to Drake London. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. First catch here for London, and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
This pass is caught by London. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender.
We'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Darnell Mooney, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And he's going to get this down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Baker going to give it to Irving. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
嘘。今押してねえよ俺絶対。前もあったんだよな。これコントローラー壊れてますよな。じゃあ時間使い切ってたまだ。
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Second down and a yard.
Set. 180. Alert, 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 alert. Hurry. What's up?
使い切れとか言った割にはこんなことしてんねんな。バカだよ、マジで。出過ぎだよ。
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
タイムアウト使われないのだったらば、時間ギリギリまで使った方がいい。4秒。
Straight ahead, it's Irvin. And he's in.
ちょうどヒットで2名つってしまう。
Lucky Irvin, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
ラン出るな。
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Mooney, the motion man right. Looking to throw Penix. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
A play fake. Now Penix.
Yes, nice sucker.
He goes, a Buccaneer sack. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Penix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He completes this one to Mingo. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Always tilts to the defense, and I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about where that is much more than the person who has the ball.
Drake London, 33 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
Mayfield
Mayfield to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. Room here to run. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
180. Point it right. What's that?
They run out of the gun with Irvin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bucky Irvin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Buccaneers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, but my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And the tackle's going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressive they play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, you got a team that sits 28th in the league in rushing, so I guess you're going to see some plays like that.
Yeah, you're definitely going to do that, but just not like you can just abandon the run. You got to keep taking your shots, don't you? For this point of the season, they've been very successful.
Now we're signaling the timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They'll throw with Penix. To the right side.
Yes, okay.
Picked off by Hassan Reddick. Tough one there. First drive, third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, nice. How good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Osha.
Completes it. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Buccaneers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And with that touchdown pass, he's going to draw level with a Hall of Famer Peyton Manning for most touchdown passes in a single season, with that being number 55 for him on the year. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And a lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time.
Nice.
Because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, caught by
俺だ。下がれよ、お前。マジで。
beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Operating from the gun, across the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
For any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Nice.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense after getting backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They'll look to throw again.
嘘やろ。
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Robinson again. And this time he is in for a Falcon touchdown. So part of it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
ああ、どうやってす
Take
るの
over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, first and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route. This will give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 29-yard line.
180! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Watch, watch!
Mayfield. Got a man and he hits him in stride.
よし、OK。
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 47. A shotgun handoff here to Irving. Brought down, but after we saw a flashing look, 50 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he swallowed up right
マジ
near
誰だ
the
誰
line
だ
of
誰だ
scrimmage.
マジか
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
ナット会いたい
Third and 4.
Up, up! Hey, where's 33? Dodge!
From the gun, Mayfield.
うわいバカバカ
Incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
キープですキー
From
プ
a
です
defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down.
Watch out!
Now Mayfield.
嘘だろ
Mayfield again with
なんでメイフィールそんなにすんだ
Picked up
バリバリやってたやんけ
And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
And he's going to get this
あか
inside
んな
the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the
これが
drive.
や
I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
It's a gain of 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this
恐れないのが
situation
痛いんだよ
would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10
危なかっ
at the Buccaneers' 14-yard line.
たそれ
Now Penix. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
よし、オッケー。
End zone, but it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
こっからね、自分のオフェンスなんだよ。本当は守れてるって思ってるからこういうことができる。
You feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback. Number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Mayfield down. This is a by Evans. What a catch. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it. No, he didn't. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday night prime time. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
180! Point it right. Run. Watch out!
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be caught across midfield down to the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A run up the middle with Irving. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here's Mayfield. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
180! Regular!
Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Cade Otton, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bucs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
42. Falcons 31.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
ここで次のディフェンスよな。ここ、今、2ポゼになったから、と思いたいけど、
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit.
Oh, it's okay.
They take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Elijah Cansey breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
ランチタイトエンド。俺が一番好きなプレーヤーが一番分かっているはず。
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
To the
air, Penix. Man open is Robinson. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Gain there of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And looking to throw, Penix.
Okay, nice call.
Incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
From the shotgun, it's Penix.
Okay.
Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
To throw again is Penix.
Okay, nice cut. Nice cut.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football,
インサイド来ると思ったらアウトサイドに見られたの思ったけど、ナイスナイスナイス。
wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot, there are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. On the bootleg, it's Penix. Work in the middle of the field. It's got a man complete. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Penix. He completes this one to Mingo. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now Penix going to hold on to it.
Slow
there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fighting on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. Penix to the air once more. Incomplete. Too many in that department. 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
They'll throw with Penix. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Algier.
It's okay.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line
トランスファーすることが重要です。
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Penix. Touchdown Falcons. Bijan Robinson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They'll try and throw with Penix. Incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it.
Falcons 37.
Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Hurry, hurry! Hurry!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. James Pierce, his second sack of the night.
If they're able to come back to tie or win this game, I think this is a play that we're going to look back on as the game changer. They really changed the tone and what the opposition wanted to do when they're trying to run some time off the clock and add to its lead late in this contest.
Throwing, Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down right there at the 38.
21 yards on the play.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and run here with Irving. And he is not going back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
180! Hey, alert, 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 alert! Kings!
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
180! What's up?
They throw it out right complete. There he goes again. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Buccaneers are closing in on a 14-0 record as they extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
37. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's
いや、
McLaughlin
正
to
直言う
kick
と
off.
めったにやらないプレーをこういう時コースランでやるって結構震えるんだよね、多分。
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
これで一気に楽になったというか勝ったな。楽でもなかったのか。いや、でも良くない。
This is 1st and 10. Penix working out of the gun here. That's caught by Pitts. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught down. Touchdown, Falcons. Darnell Mooney with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons have got it back to within the score. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play you would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it, because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do pull it out. Get the football. That's their mantra.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Alert, 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 alert. What's up?
There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he is going to have it. That's 1st down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Good. 180. What's up?
And they will take a knee here.
危なかった。
It's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Bucs, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
500ヤードが投げてんの、お互い。ランスほとんど差してないのでかいな、リージャーに関してね。ランス277です。これゲーム記録やんけ。うわ、イブが32しか取れてない。イブが投げれなかったな。オットンにちょっと程よく足を合わせてちょうどよかった。サイド関心のサックとかは本当に良かった。リアルに良かった。森尾とカリッシュ。全然まあ何もしてない。変なことや。レイカートのこと完璧に忘れてたわ。 フィールドは伸ばしとこう。プレイリアクション4、おー、ちょっと嬉しいな、伸び方。バッキーはな、ちょっとでもな、スピードが伸びる可能性があるのだっていうのを上げてんだけど、全然スピード上がんねえんだな。はい、スピード上がんなかった。こいつ、ドンソク決定やんけ。何がマジ指名しようかな。グランバートンはちょっとこれ上げてもいいかもしれないけど、もうちょっと様子見てもね、ワンチャンスーパースターになったとかあるしな、トレーニングで。はい、ブレイクアウト失敗です。ということで、今日は試合の配信初の実況でやってみました。ご視聴ありがとうございました。またね。